Greetings, welcome back to PinkOddBird. Woo! It's been a little while, hasn't it, guys? Well, I have not been completely MIA. I mean, I have, but I haven't, because I've been busy working on a bunch of ephemera for custom order that I'm currently working on. And Priscilla's like, how come you don't film some of it for your channel? And I'm like, you know what, Priscilla, you're right. So here we are. Priscilla made a little handy dandy little list of different ephemera types of things that we can make sometimes when we're working on books, which thank you, Priscilla, for that. And so I've just been kind of like letting fate determine what I'm making next. And so the next thing that I'm making, aside from all the stuff that I've already made, is going to be tea cards. And so I thought that I would come on here and make some tea cards with you guys. I'm not real familiar with tea cards. I know they're little tiny like rectangle cards. So let's see what we can do. So let's go ahead and get started. So as far as supplies go, I think I'm going to do some of this little cardstock because it's a little bit more sturdy than just like a regular paper. And I have some pieces that are just already kind of like cut, and then I have this piece. So I'm first going to get those cut down, and then I've also decided I might decoupage on them. We'll see. Because I can decoupage or I can collage, like make it like masterboard style, and then cut that into small rectangles and then stitch. Or maybe... I don't know, you guys. So I have that. I have a bunch of supplies here off to my left. I have some coffee stained paper. I have book pages and some like images. And then I've also got some collage medium here and my brush and water. So I don't know, guys. Let's go ahead and get started and see what we can get. So the first thing I think I'm going to do is cut these down. Actually, I think I might leave this one since it's already like this. And then these I'll also leave, and then I'm going to worry about cutting them later because I don't want to have to fiddle with pieces that are so small and rectangle. So I'm just going to work with what I have right here. So I think the first thing we're going to do is start to collage. So why don't we do that? All right, so to get started, I think I will use some of this. It is kind of like a dark academia slash fairy kind of theme. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and collage some of this. I probably should have started doing this earlier in the day to make sure it fully dries, but yeah, now. Who needs a plan? Who needs a plan when a plan can be broken? Ooh, this one hasn't even been used. It's cute though. All right, let's get a little bit of this one here. Look how cute that is. Totally fits the vibes, I think. Kind of fairy, kind of academia. Love to see it. All right, next I'm going to take some of my collage juice. Oh, I can't open this. It's because it's been 84 years. All right, there we go. All right, and then I'm just gonna spread it out. You guys know when I use my mediums, I like to add a little bit of water because it makes it a little bit more fluid and it helps your product spread. It stretches it out like caramello. All right, just gonna put this down. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Settle down, settle down. And doing it this way is actually a lot faster than like traditional kind of like collaging, I feel like, too. So I don't know if I'll have enough for those small ones, but that's okay. They don't all have to be the same. I'm totally okay with variety. I need a little bit of water. I like to get to the edge because nothing worse. I probably am going to stitch around these little tea cards once I have them all done though. So no stress on that. And I'm hoping that I can get this done before the sun goes down. It's been kind of a weird day here today, like not completely sunny, not completely gloomy. And windy. So it's kind of interesting dynamic. I don't think we have rain in the forecast. We did have rain a couple days ago, but not right now. So I hope everybody's been doing good. I've been trying to keep up with the videos that others make as much as I can, but I can't always, but I try. You guys are out there making some cool stuff and things. But I have several custom orders that I need to get done. And I'm like, whew. Like, I've been taking my time trying to make this ephemera and stuff, but it's like also to the extent of like, I'm trying to give myself like more breaks and stuff. And in addition to like all the other stuff that I do too, right? So it's kind of like, ooh, where is the happy medium between life and, you know, taking care of business? I don't know. I was seeing this TikTok. Where's my brush? I was seeing this TikTok not long ago about how the work-life balance was completely off. Just completely off. It's not even anywhere near what anyone should be getting as far as rest and lifetime goes in comparison to work. I feel like maybe we should go back to the days of bartering. Would you guys barter? If you guys were bartering people, what would you barter? Would it be like beans or flowers? Paper making, maybe even. That would be kind of a cool. I would barter with you for sure if you make paper. Awesome. Okay. Get this little rinse-a-do. And let's see. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of book page and start getting some of that on here as well. Some of the spots where it's kind of plain. Come on. This buckle's getting down to the wire. Just mix it. Mix and match and see what we get in the end. That's always the funnest, most fun. I hope I'm in frame, y'all. If I wasn't in frame, this is probably a weird cut because I wasn't in frame. But I think I am now. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's get some book pages here. I just don't know if you guys like seeing these kinds of like videos from my channel, like where I'm making this kind of stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys, I know you guys like to go with me when I go live doing this stuff, but I haven't gone live for a while. But at least this way too, you guys can watch it back, because I know you guys are always like, April, can you please leave the video up because we missed the live? I'm like, I don't know, guys. It's a little bit of a janky video, and I don't think you want to see it. All right, let's see. All right, cool, cool. I'm going to add a few more book pages, and then I'm going to dry these, and then see what we can do about adding a few more things before we cut them down into tea cards. Tea cards. What do they even use those for? I might have to add a little insert here. Curious to know what a tea card would be used for. Would it be inviting someone to tea? Would it be types of tea at your tea party? What is a tea card? Well, I hope that was informative. And now we know, the more you know. Cool. All right, so we need to add a little something here on this one, and we might as well stick with the running theme of the collage. I'm not going to tear any more of my little tissue paper. You know, that stuff is like sacred. I had a brand new one. You guys just watched me open a brand stinking new one. Let's just put this here. And we'll collage some other papers on here to even it out. Create some different textures and balance with the papers. And I will be right back. I'm gonna let these dry. All right, I think that's pretty good. I don't know why, I could be wrong, but depending on whatever I just said the definition of a T card is, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, I'm not really sure, but I was thinking maybe they're supposed to have like a main primary like focal image, but I don't know, you know, I'm not really a big fan of like sticking to the rules. So we're gonna do what we do. I'm gonna pull out some little pieces that we can use to collage. A couple little extra. I don't want to overdo because I do want to add a focal image on these. I just don't really know what image yet. So, you know, we'll figure it out together. Let's do those. And some mushrooms. Mushrooms. Yeah, I think that should be cool for now. A good little mix. All right, so I'm just gonna start tearing some of these and just randomly adding them. I'm gonna tear off some of this excess like white piece of the paper from the tear. And then what's left, I'm just gonna distress it a little. I don't know if this is gonna really matter, but for now, it does. Let's put some here perhaps, and I'm just going to use regular glue now. Like I said, I will be stitching over these, so, and then once I cut them down, like if any piece is kind of like out of touch from how it should be, I will fix it. So we got that there, and then we'll add a little bit of this. Oh, I forgot to distress it. That's okay. I hate when I make these videos racing against the sun. Sun Nun, April 1. Who will be the reigning champion? Me. This is some ephemera of my own. Are these mine? Yeah, I think these are from my own ephemera. I don't know. I have purchased also some ephemera from but looking at the way it's scanned in, I think this is mine. All right. Let's add let's put a little bit up here, I think. I know this part is nothing new, you guys. Nothing terribly dramatic or interesting to see here, but I don't know. I just wanted to come and hang out with you guys. Did you miss me? I haven't been gone that long. Not as long as like, you know, like last time I was gone, like gone for a while, like a whole month. Wait, has it been a month? Let's see. I'm gonna cut that down just a tincharoo. Oh, decisions. Add it here. And then let's get a little bit of this mushroom paper. Gosh, I know this is a digital and I can't remember whose digital it is, but I sure do wish I could because I know I'm going to need to print another one of these. Because the mushrooms are the vibe for this theme. do it like this and add some of this down here. Cool. And add a pinch. Right here. All right, so I think that's all I want to add really as far as background collaging on this bigger one, but look how cool that is already. And we're going to cut this down. And let's do these other little smaller pieces that I have. We'll add a few things here. Separate the trash. You got to keep them separated. Dun -dun -dun. All right. So we got these three. And I'm gonna cut here and add a piece of this one to this more rectangle shape here. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way. It's okay, it's upside down, but that's okay. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I just covered up all the words at the book page. It's okay. I am not in a dire need of book pages, so I can just very easily add a little bit more, like so. Perf. And then down here in this bottom corner, I'm gonna add a little add a little bit of this mushroom paper. Perfect. This one glued down. I love the ephemera pages that are actually like from schools from back in the days, because it's kind of fun to read. I've got lots of like old school ephemera, so I'm trying to like use everything that I have, which is what she wants for this book anyway. She's like, use what you have. I'm like, okay. All right, so we got that one, and then we'll do the same here. I'm gonna add a little bit. And I think I will take a little bit of this piece here. Perfect. So after we do this, we'll get them all cut down, and then we'll worry about what kind of image, if any, to add to these. Because I don't know, maybe it doesn't need it. I don't know. All right, we'll put this over there. Then we've got two more pieces. Well, this one's done actually. So we got one last piece. And I'm gonna just add a little bit here. Got some bird seeds that I put out for the birds, because you guys know I like to have the bird bar up, and like I can only do it a certain time of year because the birds leave. And I don't know if you guys have been following me as long enough to know this, but there are some mourning doves that come here every spring and summer, and they are back, and I'm so happy to see them. Although the other day I was a little bit annoyed because I had just put a brand new bowl of seeds out, and the mourning doves are a lot heavier than like the juncos or all the other like house finches and all those kinds of birds that come by. And so the freaking, I can't want to say pigeon, the freaking mourning doves, one of them, because it's the same two too, you guys. It's the same two. I love it. I love when they come back. I'm going to be so sad when I have to move from here because I'm going to miss them. Like, what if wherever I move doesn't have birds that are as cool? Like, anyway, the freaking mourning dove stepped on the bowl, and this is why I need to get a new bird bar set up, because this one, it's like on the ledge of the balcony, and I need to have like something that's a little bit more sturdy. Like I used to, but the cable things that I had holding the big tray down, it wore away, and so now I don't have like a nice sturdy big wide place for them to stand. So I need to get a new bird bar set up. But yeah. I was just like, oh my gosh, it stepped on the freaking bowl and it knocked the whole bowl of bird seeds over. I'm just like, oh, okay. Luckily, some of it the bowl fell forward onto the balcony. And so some of the birds were like, okay, well, we'll just go down to the floor part of the balcony and eat it. And they did. I'm sure some of it went through the cracks of the balcony, but yeah, I'm like, great. Good going, freaking Gilligan mourning dove. They're my favorites though. I love them. They're the same two. They've been coming back for like 3 years or maybe 4 already. All right, so I'm just cutting these down. I'm gonna have to straighten that up. Actually, you know what? I think, well, okay, hold on. And go. You know, as long as the crows go where I go, because you guys, you guys already know they're my favorite, and you guys have heard the crows being all murdery outside many times in my videos. So as long as the crows are wherever I go, but I am going to miss the mourning doves because, I mean, they come there. It's like their place. And when I remember when I told you guys originally that I found them, I thought it was an owl. And I'm like, I don't know, because I don't see an owl like coming to this location like where they were. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this one like how the size that it is. So it's okay. We're going to leave that one that size, and maybe even this one too, even though it could be more narrow. It could be, you know, like that, but we're going to leave it how it is on that one. And then for the rest of these, we're just going to cut them on down to whatever size I do. So let's do 3.5. And then I'll cut to like 3. No. I'm gonna do 2. Yeah, that's cute. That's like T-card size right there. What do I want to do here? How big is this? 4.5. Well, we can do some long ways. So we'll do these long ways. They can be like this, or they could be like this, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And then I want to cut this a little bit more straight. Sorry, I think I was telling you guys something and then I totally squirreled. Squirrely dirly, welcome back to my channel. Home of the squirrel. Squirrel. So we'll cut these to 2.5. No. I'm gonna do 2 3/4, and then we'll do 2. We'll do 2. And I'm just gonna leave that one. It's a little bit more square than it should be, but that's okay. And then we'll do these like this. Perf. Awesome. Okay, so they're already shaken up. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Doggone it. It's okay. We can do it right now. I'm going to take a little bit of this just plain white paint. And I'm just going to put some on my finger. And I just want to like roughly add some like here and there. Like, I don't know like what images or what we're going to add to these. But I just want to add like a little bit of a grungy kind of look to it. Something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. You can use your brush for this. Also, you don't have to use your finger like me if you want to be professional. I just want to be arty. It's okay if it gets on the back a little bit. Perfect. 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 Doing it this way too, it's a nice thin layer and it's going to dry really fast. So there's like virtually no wait time on this. So I love it. All right, a couple more. Ran out. Okay. If you have gesso, you can also use gesso. It doesn't have to be paint. I think I'm just out of gesso for right now. All right, great. So the next thing that I want to do with these is I want to, you know, maybe we don't need a focal image. Maybe on some of them we do, like this one maybe. Oh, you know what? I feel like we're gonna lose against the sun. We're losing. We're losing. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to just take a background stamp. And I could have also done this before I cut it down, but here nor there. And I just want to randomly add some stamping to these. Like so. Does not have to be perfect. Does not have to be even Steven. Just add a little bit of texture and background to it, just like that. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to separate out ones that I do kind of want to add an image to. So probably this one, this one. This one I'll leave because it has the bird. This one. I kind of like the way you can see the ephemera from the vintage like schooling stuff. So I think I'm going to leave that one how it is. That one, that one, that one. I think I'm gonna leave this one because you can kind of see like the mushroom there. I just kind of like that one how it is. And we'll do this one. Okay, so these are gonna stay. These we're gonna need like some kind of little image. So let's see what we have. Okay, so I just pulled a few things out. I've got some of these like wildly, you know, what do I do with these tiny little Tim Holtz pieces that I pulled out? Some of those, some of them are vellum. I got this little piece of ephemera, this one as well, and then a couple other little pieces here. And then I also have my sticker book, the antiquarian sticker book. Sir, I think I might pull some stuff out of here if I need to. So let's see. I should move this so that it's not blocking what little light we have left. Oh my gosh, making me nervous. Oh, and I have these little bug stickers. I try to use these so sparingly because I only have one pack. Why did I buy only one pack? I'm not too sure because that's not something that I typically would do. Okay, so here we go. Alrighty. Just gonna add this little ticket. Where's my glue? I am going to stitch on these also. So that's going to add another little layer to them, and I will also distress them. Okay, so I added that one there. And here, this little leaf, and gonna leave that for now. Here, that looks cute. Actually, I think I kind of like this one like how it is. So I'm going to skip on over to this one. Yeah, okay. Good call. Good call, April. Okay, I like that. Perfect. And then here, since this one's a little bit bigger, I think we're gonna add it right there. Hope you guys will give these a try, or have you already made something like this before? Tea cards. I think they would be really cute, especially when you have pockets, like tiny little pockets. These are great because it's a nice little piece of ephemera that you can add to a smaller pocket, and then there's like journaling space on the back. It's gonna be so good. So if you guys are ever struggling with what to add into those little tiny pockets, this is an option. It is an option. Hold it in your mind. Let's add this little butterfly here. I like that. I'm just going to do it like this because this butterfly is very finicky to glue. And like so. And I need to add a little bit here. Cool. And then what else do we have here? Let's get one of these vellum pieces. And then we'll take this other circle. Layer it. And what else do we have? We'll take this like so. and layer it here. And on this last one, why don't we do one of these little bugs? I think I got these from a seller in Australia, coffee tea paper. I believe they're from Australia. Ooh, that one's perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Okay, so next I'm going to put these away so I don't lose them. Tiny little milligram pieces. Okay, the next thing that I would like to do is distress them before I stitch on them. And actually, do they have to be rectangle? I feel like I want to round the corners on some of these. Yeah. I don't know if you can do that with a T card, but I'm gonna. Because who's gonna say we can't? Who's gonna say we can't? No one? Nobody? Okay, so let's get these distressed. Ties it all together. Genuinely it does. Oh, perfect. I'm going to leave this one pointy. This one I'm going to round. And this one. This one I went around, and I'm using the quarter inch side of the rounder because I like it. I want a nice small rounding on these since they're T cards. Details a little bit more minute. And I'll leave this one as is. This one I'd like to round. Trying to go as fast as I can so that I can do most of this in real time for you guys. But I know that sometimes you might get a little bit bored, like, okay, we don't need to see you do this 15 times. I get it. But then also there are people who are crafting at the same time and they're like, take your time. Take your time. It's always an interesting dynamic. So I try to make my videos a little bit for everybody, you know, that way if you're looking for something in particular, you can see like a real-time video, but if you're looking to just like get an idea and get it done, I can also do them a little bit faster. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Oh, I have to do the backs. Ah! I usually don't distress the backs, but for some reason on this theme, like I am doing a little bit more distressing on the backs. I just think it kind of ties it a little bit more, but generally I leave the backs of my like tags and stuff plain because it's a canvas, right? So like depending on how you're using your journal and what you're going to use it for, I don't always like to add distress ink because like maybe you want to do your own thing, and if you do something that's like liquidy to the back of these, the distress ink will run, so it'll be futile. You know what I mean? Because like I like to do stuff to the back of my journaling cards when I work in my journals that I've purchased from others. So I don't always do this, but for this one I am, and it does add more time to what you're doing, but it also adds that extra little something. So I think it's worth it if it's the right vibe. If you feel it, you should do it. Cool. We did that one, and then we have this last one. So the next thing that I'm going to do is run these over to the machine and give them a little stitcherino. And I will be right back. All right, friends. So here's what we've got. They're all stitched around. Now, what you can do with these is if you want to, you can add like a little like piece of fabric to top them, where you can use your crocodile so that you can put a little a brad in here, or an eyelet in here, and you know, attach it to something else. But here's what we got. I will run through and show these to you quickly. I just did some really messy like stitching on them, and I think that they turned out so cute. Various types of tea cards, and you can still add more things to these if you want to, but I think that this book might, it's going to be used as like a functional journal, so I have to keep in mind how bulky I let this get. So but yeah, like even just these are nice like little journaling cards that you can use to write just a little note, a little quote or something like that on. But yeah, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video making tea cards with the old April from PinkOddBird. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below and let me know. If you guys want to see me doing some other videos of things that I'm making, let me know, and I'd be happy to just come and pop those in. But traditionally, I don't do these kinds of videos on my channel that much because I don't feel like you guys really like them. So if I'm wrong, please feel free to let me know, and you know, we can work on that. So I think that is gonna wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned, because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.